You're an idiot if you think courses are millions of dollars in revenue. You know your business better than anybody else. There is nothing online that if you buy it, it will instantly make and generate you money that will last. If you think courses are a scam, unfortunately, you're an idiot. Now, I already know a ton of you are jumping straight into the comments that maybe might have had a bad experience on a $200, $300 course that you bought, and you think that you got scammed, and maybe you might have gotten scammed, but try bearing with me for a few minutes, because I have spent over $100,000 in the last year on courses, mentorships, consulting, whatever you want to call it. So I'd say I'm somewhat qualified in order to have a say. I have smaller ones that I invested $500 in. I have medium-sized one that I invested $10,000 in, and I also have larger ones where I invested $40,000. I'm gonna break down exactly what I mean by this and why you're an idiot if you think courses are. Now, the most important thing that you have to understand is there's no magic pill for courses. There is nothing online that if you buy it, it will instantly make and generate you money that will last, okay, over a long period of time. At the end of the day, you know your business better than anybody else. So you might join a course, and you could be entirely new. You could be like completely fresh. You've been in your business for 1 to 2 months. The course that you're joining and the person that you're learning from, specifically in your business, he has only a day, 2 days, 3 days experience in your business. Even if he gets a entire overlook of all the information of everything that you have in your business, which most courses won't do. It's your baby and your responsibility. That's not to say that there's nothing you can learn from the courses, okay? I'm just saying there's no easy magic fix. A good course is like borrowing someone else's flashlight to navigate your unique terrain. It provides insight from their experiences and tries to match it to be able to help yours and prevent something from the future happening or fix something that already existing went wrong. Here's a good way to think about it, okay? So I don't know if you guys know what wakeboarding is or if you've ever been wakeboarding, but it's basically just you start in the water, boat pulls you, and you kind of just like surf almost. Now, if you've ever wakeboarded, and if you haven't, imagine trying to learn how to wakeboard the first time. Search it up but the first time there's a high chance that the first time you get in the water and you're learning how to wakeboard, you'll have somebody at the end of the boat who's actually teaching you and explaining how you need to get up. Now, they may be an expert who has wakeboarded for many, many years and has perfected, can do tricks, whatever, or they may be somebody who just knows the basics, right? Now, no matter what skill level they're at, they are going to do their best to guide you from their personal experience. The thing is, they can't make you stand up. Even if you're getting taught by a Olympic wakeboarder versus, a beginner who has 1 year experience, it doesn't matter who's teaching you. They cannot make you get up. Sure, the Olympic wakeboarder might have a better explanation, a better understanding, especially for the beginning side of things, but a beginner wakeboarder who's maybe not as skilled or experienced might have a better understanding of how difficult it was when you're first starting off. Somebody who's mastered wakeboarding and is an Olympic wakeboarder, they're focused on improving tricks. They're on a whole nother level, okay? So somebody who's a beginner wakeboarder might have a better chance of explaining to you how to get up than an Olympic one, because even though they're at a starting level, you're at 0. 0 to 1 is completely different from 1 to 10. So no matter what skill level, all they can do is tell you how to position your feet, tell you how to push down on the water, tell you how to pull yourself up, but they can only tell you from their personal experience. They cannot tell you exactly how you're gonna feel it, how you're gonna stand up best. They can't make you, right? The actual act of getting up, unless you somehow fluke it and get up first try and you're a prodigy at wakeboarding, is trial and error. Okay, the experience of somebody else, whether they be super advanced or a beginner, and use that to try and get up your first time through trial and error. It's not going to be first try most of the time. 99% of the time, it's not going to be your first try. Whether you paid, like I said, for an Olympic instructor or a beginner. This is my comparison here, whether you pay $1,000 for a course or $40,000. A course is exactly like that wakeboarding instructor. It can equip you with the tools and techniques, but it's up to you ultimately to take action and implement. Experiment, and tweak to your environment, to what feels good for you. That ROI is understanding and learning that some people might not might not have the right solution for you, or they might not have the complete picture, just a partial amount. But by doing exactly what they say, exactly when they say it, you learn something valuable, very valuable. What doesn't work, how to filter advice, and most importantly, how to spot patterns in what consistently works and what doesn't. So if you're not getting a return directly on what they're saying from what they did say, you now know what not to do if it doesn't work for you. Now let me explain that a little bit more. Every course becomes an action. Every course becomes a lesson, not just in execution, but in discernment. By following their instructions to the letter, you remove the excuse of maybe I didn't try hard enough, or maybe I tweaked it too much. Instead, you walk away with clarity. And this is one of the biggest things. And for some of the courses, more valuable than the ones that actually taught me things, either on what to avoid in the future or on what pieces of the strategy, of their strategy, you can implement to your own unique approach. Even though the so-called bad courses have given us some golden nuggets, whether it's a small tweak in how we think versus a new way to frame an offer, or even just a reminder of what not to do, the ROI isn't always immediate or a financial. It's sharpening your instincts and your experience as a business owner. I kind of structure it as a time machine of trial and error that you can just skip by using money. I will always forever value time over money. If I can pay somebody to give me their business experience of the last 10 years, I consider that whatever they made in the 10 years, I consider it 10 times more valuable than what they've made in the 10 years. Because now I know I don't have to spend 10 years on it. I can pay for that information. Now, the real question is, and what a lot of people claim and panic to do is, in claiming that courses are scams, is, are you willing to try, fail, and still extract the lesson? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. If you've claimed and called a course a scam, are you willing to do those things? Now, whether the course is a bad or a good investment, both me and my business partner Jack, on every single course that we've gone into, no matter whether it was good or bad, we always make at least a return on our investment, at least the money we put into it. We've had courses that, I kid you not, were completely useless to us in terms of the new knowledge, and we've made a return on it. Okay, whether that be leveraging the community, whether that be a lesson on doing more research into courses. Okay, maybe you rushed into it, it was a little bit more impulsive, maybe we were lied to on the calls. We have to read the closer better, we have to read the person better, we have to do more research on testimonials, we have to do certain things. Like I said, I will forever preach time over money, because time is the only resource that you can't buy back. Money is replaceable, replenishable. When you buy a course, like I said, you're essentially fast tracking somebody else's 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 10 year, 30 year of business, trial and error, money, sweat, tears, stress that you're just paying for. And I will forever do that. Like I said, my first year in business, I've spent $100,000 in course. I will probably spend $500,000. Jax and I approach every single course with the mindset that no matter what, we will take something, even if it only gives us one idea. Why? Because the right insight at the right time could make you a lot more money indirectly than you actually think about it. A single tweak to your offer, your messaging, your funnel, your VSL could lead to 10, hundreds, or even millions of dollars in revenue later on down the line, all because you invested in learning somebody else's trials. Now, that's not to say every course is gonna blow your mind completely, and every course that you invest is gonna be like, holy shit, this is amazing, this is a breakthrough, I'm gonna make millions off this alone. Forget just one lesson. Some might feel basic, repetitive, maybe something you've seen before already, or even misguided. You maybe think they're wrong. But the point isn't to sit back and critique, it's to dig for gold. You don't pay for a course hoping that it's gonna hand you the keys to a kingdom. You pay for it to find the one nugget that makes the kingdom accessible. And trust me, if you go into every single course that you buy with that mindset, you'll never ever walk away. The secret that most people don't know is courses don't fail people. People fail courses. They skip, they skim, they don't follow step, they second guess the instructor, or they never actually do the work. That's where Jax and I stand apart. We do the work. Even if we think that they're wrong, we will put in the work, we will attempt, and we will show proof that we've attempted that work if it doesn't end up working. We always win, no matter what. Each investment into every course, we've gotten at least a return. Some courses we've got 100x return, some courses we've got just 1x. So the next time you're hesitating and you're asking yourself if you should invest in a course, ask yourself, how much time, how much effort, how much stress am I willing to endure in order to figure this out on my own? And what if the answer, the breakthrough, the shortcut is just one course, one nugget, one module, one lesson. Now, a lot of you might be saying, okay, I've tried a ton of courses, I've tried them, and none of them yielded a result. I put in the work, I brushed my doubts aside, I listened to the Unfortunately, and I hate to say it, but at the end of the day, it's not the course's fault. It's yours. It's yours for not doing enough research. Let's be real. Every course that's created out there is made and crafted towards a specific type of person with a specific type of customer in mind. And it's on you to figure out whether you're that customer or not. Did you dig into reviews? Did you look at the instructor's track? Did you evaluate whether those strategies apply to you at all or not? And what they teach in there, does that align with what your business is trying to do? If you didn't, that's not a bad course, man. That's just a bad investment decision. It's like putting the wrong amount of money in the wrong meme coin and, it gets rug pulled. And while that might sting to hear, it's also empowering because it means you can control the outcome always, every time. When you treat buying courses like buying any other asset, like a stock, you start asking the right question. Will this solve this? Does this person's expertise apply to my current position? What I'm trying to do? Have they maybe had success in an industry that I'm starting now? Am I willing to commit what they're applying, what they're saying? For example, whenever we bring on any new partner that's reselling our platform, we ask them, are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to put in 10-hour days in the week? If they say no, we tell them, this is not for you. This is not for you. Most courses, unfortunately, aren't going to do that. They're going to bring on everybody that they can because ultimately, at the end of the day, it's a business. And whether you want to join the course is your decision and up to you. The truth is, if you don't want to put in the work and the effort into vetting a course and finding out whether it's worth, you're gambling instead of investing. And that's why Jax and I are super, super intentional. We don't just swipe our credit cards as soon as we cross a course that promises us whatever investment. We research, we assess, and we make sure the course fits our needs. Even before we book a meeting with them, we already know more about the business than what they've told us on the call before we've taken the call. That way, if it falls short, it's not because the course was bad, it's because we chose wrong. And even then, we still make it a mission to squeeze the ROI out of whatever we can, because there's always something. At the end of the day, your ability to get value out of a course is just as much as your preparation for said course. So before you hit buy, ask yourself, have I done my homework? Have I set clear goals for what I want to get out of it? Am I ready to put in the work? The answer is yes, then go in. I'm telling you, you will get a return on investment. If you make it a priority, you will get a return on it. Your investment's already half paid off. So back to my main point. You're not an idiot. Jeez, buddy, you scared me. Yeah. But you're ignorant. You don't realize that the course, no matter what, no matter whether you think it was good or bad, you can always make a positive return. But it's completely up to you.